for remembering the time you spend listening to The Ticket, either podcast or broadcast. Check out Norm Hitzkus live middays from 10 till noon on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
Here's the Hammer on the Bob Steak and Shop House Hotline. Greggo.
Hey, Norm, how are you doing this morning?
Greggo, how are you?
Well, I'm not doing good at all. Matter of fact, I'm not doing worth a damn.
Yeah, about this trade?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we all wondered about John Daniels, and we should all give him a chance, and we all need to, just evaluate how he does things and how he handles himself. Well, this right here was his 6 weeks test, okay? And guess what? He flunked it. So he's got an F so far, an F, because he allowed an ace that is 25 years old, that they can control his salary for the next 2 years, a guy that has been an MVP of a World Series, that stepped on the biggest stage in baseball and proved that he can pitch in the spotlight. They allowed that to slip right through their fingers. Well, he gets an F.
Greggo,
especially with the Rangers sitting there with all kinds of chips at the table. They folded. And this right here it just goes in to show exactly what kind of organization they've got run by Shorty Hicks.
Well, but wait a minute, Greggo. What if the Marlins truly wanted Hanley Ramirez, who is the best prospect? If you said to me Hanley Ramirez for Hank Blaylock, I would think long and hard about taking Hanley Ramirez.
Then you start removing, and you start going, hey, wait just a minute. Okay, so you want him? Okay, well, how about this? How about we give you Blaylock? And by the way, the whole time I've got my minions back there calling other teams for the Marlins saying, hey, what prospects will you give for Blaylock? Well, I can go, hey, the Padres are interested in giving you this for Blaylock. Well, they could spin him off, and they won't have to pay that. That's what I'm doing. And also, I sweeten it up. I say, okay, how about Blaylock, Danks, and Adrian Gonzalez? Does that do anything for you? And if they said no to that, I said, okay, how about we throw in Spider Arias? And if they don't do that, then I pull it back and go, how about this deal? How about Blaylock, Danks, and Diamond?
That's too much.
No, it's not, Norm. And
That's
I'll tell
too
you
much.
why. Because sooner or later, prospects kill you because you hang on to them. And right now, is that trio, is it going to be the trio that the Mets had with Wilson and Isringhausen? Is it going to be that trio?
Or is it going to be Mulder, Hudson, and Zito?
It could be. And if it does, then you lose out. But in the meantime, you've got an ace that's 25 years old, 26 years old when the season starts, and you can just start. Then you can go out and get you a Matt Morris and plug him in with Chris Young and Cameron Lowe and just whoever else, and you're ready to roll. You've got you an ace for 10 years. Instead,
Greggo, I like Beckett. I like the deal.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, if they start asking for more, and there's a point you stop.
Well, yeah, if they say we want all that and Teixeira, obviously you don't do that.
No. You don't give them Gonzalez and Arias. You don't. You just don't do that.
Why not, Norm? I mean, okay, Gonzalez, he's blocked at first base. Arias, he is blocked at shortstop with Michael Young, and I'm hearing from people saying that he's not making that conversion to second base very easy.
Who? Arias? No, Young won't move from shortstop. He simply won't.
And their plan right now is to potentially move Arias to second base. I'm hearing he's not making that transition very well.
Well, my problem.
So there you are. You got a bunch of double-A prospects, while an ace is sitting out there for you. And aces don't come along very often where people are willing to trade them.
Okay, Blaylock, Chris Young, Gonzalez, Arias for Beckett. You do it?
Okay.
Blaylock, Chris Young, John Danks, and Jimmy Arias.
I don't know that I would do that deal, but I would think long and hard about it.
Greggo, you just...
No, you're getting an ace that you can build around, and once you have that ace, then other pitchers will follow. I promise you, if you get a Josh Beckett in here, then when you go out to look for Matt Morris or Paul Byrd or whomever, they're going to think, well, I mean, there's a guy I can pitch behind. I mean, you got to get that first big chip, and the Rangers had it. They had it there in front of them, and they allowed these prospects to hold them up. I mean, sometimes I think the Rangers covet their prospects too much.
Well, but
and once again, I mean, is this trio? Is it going to be Zito, Mulder, and Hudson, or is it going to be Guzman, Correa, and Bobby Witt? You don't know. Nobody knows.
But Greggo,
Josh Beckett was the MVP of the World Series.
Greggo, here's something else we don't know. What if the Marlins scouts said, Hanley Ramirez may be the best minor league prospect in all of baseball. You have got to get him. Use the Rangers, but you have got to get him. And Anibal Sanchez is as good or better than Danks or Diamond. Now, can we squeeze one more player out of
that? Could happen, but when you are holding an ace and you're dangling it, you hold all the cards. Norm, you're a wager guy, and you know sometimes
occasionally
you have to lose in a deal like that, where you can win a hand down the road.
I don't disagree with you at all. And the problem is how much you lose.
If you're holding an ace, it's kind of like this right here with Mark Teixeira. You know, the Rangers may be forced to trade him down the road. Well, right now they hold all the cards on it. They can hold somebody up. When you've got an ace like Josh Beckett, somebody's going to have to overpay for him. And perhaps Boston did with those two young players. Perhaps they did. I'm just saying, if I'm the Rangers, in the pitiful situation they're in, I go out and I get him. They've got to do something. They just cannot forever keep raising prices and charging $8 for beer and expect people to come out there. Sooner or later, they've got to build a foundation, and you can't do it by loading the lineup with sluggers. Sooner or later, you've got to have a pitcher. They had the perfect pitcher for their park right there, and they let it slip through their hands. I mean, that's an F to me for the general manager for not getting it done.
Okay.
Thanks for remembering the time you spend listening to The Ticket, either podcast or broadcast. Check out Norm Hitzges live middays from 10 till noon on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.